Cuyama Water District's well, right?
Yes.
How deep did they used to have to drill? How deep do they have to drill now, and how much deeper are we going to be able to drill to keep water for the townsite?
I'm going to defer that to U.S. Wilson on that one. We don't.
We're still able to get water with all these monstrous corporate wells that have gone in. I've only lived here 12 years, and it seems that the water that's coming out of this valley is doubled since I've lived here. I don't know. I just know driving out of this valley.
So is it
driving all the way to
so
the other side now.
the
There's
depth-
monstrous wetlands everywhere.
So the depth to water US right now, where are you roughly?
We're standing right now at same level. Remember that actually there's only two wells that we know of that's over Zach. Two wells. We only know one that's standing water level right now is 160 feet. Offset at 800. And the drawdown is about 37. So, and offset is 800. But we are now over 150.
All right. Sir.
Randy, I apologize for mentioning it. You mentioned 28,000 acre feet of overdraft. What did you mention for safe yield?
I don't recall mentioning that.
Do you have a number?
For overdraft?
For safe yield? Well, I thought you
No.
mentioned 28,000.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll scratch that out. But no, safe yield.
We don't estimate safe yield. There's a myth that's an old term that really shouldn't be used anymore.
They still use it in Arizona.
Well, I've lived in Arizona for years. That's
I
right.
know. They still use it, don't they?
No. They require a 100-year supply for permitting of water rights, but they actually have measured pumpage in Arizona and groundwater law. So it's a different kettle of fish.
So you haven't established what a safe number of acre feet removed annually would be?
Well, I showed you where the common thing is to show replenishment equal to pumpage. That's where a lot of people think that safe yield is something similar to that. And I showed you there was still depletion going on. It arrested the storage depletion in the main zone, but there was still depletion going on elsewhere and whatnot. So it's not a good way to get a number for all the areas in a compartmentalized basin like this.
Thank you.
I should say, do we have something where people can get to the website? And I know that you could probably find it if you went to the USGS website and made your way down. But I think we will be posting this on the County Public Works Water Resources website. So if we don't want to give you like a web address that would stretch from one side of the room to
I
the
looked it
other.
up the other day, I just went up to Cuyama Water Basin.
Oh, you just Googled
And
Cuyama Water and you landed right on it?
I got beautiful. I think it's the same report.
Okay.
It's
So
beautiful.
Google Cuyama Water Basin, or go to the County Santa Barbara Public Works Department Water Resources, and we'll have links to that too. Now, the final report, it was posted as of today, and so you probably haven't seen the final report, 'cause I think it was at 4 o'clock unless you downloaded it and read it really quick.
non-sustainable.
Yeah, as I mentioned at the outset, our goal on this project was to develop the information in the model. It's not a regulatory document. That's set by law, by state law. But it does give a tool that is available to see and make predictions on subsidence, further depletion of storage, and also as a tool to look at scenarios, if there were scenarios moving forward of what the results would be.
On subsidence, what are some measures involved other than fracturing water lines? What's the downside?
Well, it depends on how much land subsidence you have, and whether it's differential or just uniform everywhere. So, so you look at other areas. I'm also studying the Central Valley right now. There's only 40 feet of relief on California Avenue. And so it doesn't take much land subsidence to disrupt the grade of canals. So if you have canals, you don't have any here.
That would make sense to me, but we don't have.
Well, you do, right. So this is more, in Ventura, what we saw is there was some started to get casing failures. There weren't any casings jacking up out of the ground like they've seen in places like Las Vegas, which is a classic symptom, but we actually had subsurface failure of casings in a couple wells. You lose levees, the flood protection along the sides of the river have to be elevated. That was Cuyama Creek, they did that as well in that area. So these are the kind of things, you lose grade on any kind of sewer lines or anything like that. So there can be a lot of really insidious no-see-em. For the ag itself, if you really want a level field and you're laser leveling, that can ultimately be an issue over multiple years.
How deep does this go down?
How deep does it go down?
How deep is the fracture go down?
It's not a fracture. It's actually what's happening as you pump the water out. The water is actually holding up
But that,
the dirt.
but that depends on where the subsidence is.
Yes. How deep does it
So
go?
you're going to have some isolation off of aquifers, right?
Yes. We simulated subsidence in all three.
And that's
All
why
three
you have the main, that's why you have the main aquifer with the ancient water, and then a cove is because this was all one aquifer at one time. Apparently, if you want to read on the internet, and that subsidence has created those ridges.
Well, no, it's been tectonic activity. I mean, the faults are really what compartmentalizes these subregions more than anything. There's not tectonic. There's some
So that's why I'm
tectonic.
saying how far
What was the western boundary on this study? How far west did you go in the Cuyama Valley?
We're just a little past Great Branch. What's the western boundary? We're just past.
Aliso's Canyon Road. Right by Aliso's Canyon Road.
And do you have any speculations on what what's causing the storage depletion in the Cuyama area?
Well, there is some pumpage. There is some pumpage there. There's a large well right across from our, right across kitty corner from our local well monitoring site there at Bellum Foothill. They are pumping, that's in the Sierra Madre Foothill zone as we've defined it. They then run pipe all the way down into the main zone. So they're actually pumping from the Sierra Madre Foothill zone and then irrigating in the main zone.
And then the town wells are in the same.
Yes, that's right. It's less than 1,000 feet. And they're actually pumping largely out of the Morales, that area.
What's happening in the zone in the west, towards Cotton Canyon, where I understand the thousands of acres purchased within grapes down there? What's the water source for that?
Sorry.
It's Abbott Basin.
Yes, yeah, so I'm not gonna, sorry, I'm not gonna comment.
Oh, it's Abbott Basin.
Thank you, Chair.
I was not aware of that. But it's Abbott study, or it's Abbott Brewery.
Surely we have some other burning questions here.
I was curious, issue, I hope she was asking, in Sierra Madre, you identified that there would still be a depletion of the water levels even if you stop ag pumping. What would continue to decrease the water levels?
Well, there is a little bit of it. I said we stopped ag in the main zone. There's still a little bit of ag in the Sierra Madre Foothills.
Okay.
Thanks for doing this amazing study. I just feel like I'm so impressed and sort of in awe of what it takes to compile this information. What I'm wondering about is, it seems a little overwhelming to think about this and think how could we, with everybody involved, how can we come together and make a reasonable proposal to make our water usage more sustainable. And I'm wondering if there's any, and I know I couldn't hear everything that you were saying, that you were proposing, because my ears are not, but I'm wondering, do we have something that, as people who do this study and to have all this information, do you have something or an agency, or can we, how would we mobilize our little valley here to make some reasonable changes in our water usage? What types of agencies, or are you available to consult, or what types of tools can we use to mobilize to address the situation, which is obviously very serious?
I don't know if there's a
questions or anything, but so far, they've been waiting for this report to come out to even be able to go forward, so. And then,
I would mention a couple things. One of the policies in the county's conservation element of the comprehensive plan says the county recognizes the authority to regulate or manage groundwater. That's under state law.
I'm sorry,
The county has recognized that authority to regulate or manage the use of groundwater, and that's rooted in state law. Now, probably a lot of you, if you may have been hearing, and you might want to start watching, up in Sacramento, that's being discussed right now. Especially with the throes of the drought that we've had the last 3 years, and a lot of people turning to groundwater, they're seeing issues from that, and there could be a change in state law that would require something different. I have no idea what that would be. I'm frankly a little worried about what it would be, because some of the things the state has done hasn't been very well thought out. And the CASGEN, which is the California State Groundwater Modeling, something, elevation modeling, we have a network. We have a network of gauges throughout this county that we report on every third year to the board that we monitor very well. And when we ran that by the state, you would have thought that we were not doing anything. So we're a little concerned about that. But that's something, Matt, do you remember the bill numbers? AB 13?
I don't remember. 7 something and 6 something.
Yeah, well, there's an assembly bill and a senate bill going through Sacramento right now that's looking at groundwater, so watch that. We'll see what happens. This gentleman back.
I still didn't hear what you
I'm
said.
sorry.
No. Okay, lady.
The county cannot regulate groundwater use?
That's correct.
How do they do that down in Santa Maria?
Santa Maria had a group of landowners and public agencies that are appropriators, city, and they went through litigation. The county did not play a role in that.
So it's an adjudication.
It was adjudication, and the county had no role. Sir?
Yeah, for those of you concerned about regulating the groundwater and that sort of thing, what he was talking about, the legislature is working right now. There's 2 bills, the Pavley bill and the Dickinson bill. One's an assembly, one's a Senate bill. They're being combined, and the governor's weighing in, and we will have adjudication by legislation very soon, probably by the fall. It's moving very fast. It's not always the best when it moves fast on something as serious as groundwater. There's going to be massive impacts to growing, development, industrial use. All those uses are going to be impacted. So it's not always the best thing, but every basin or sub-basin, and the state's already dividing them up. You're going to have your own sustainability plan, and you're going to have a period of years to get in the plan, or the state says, we will come and make you get sustainable, which isn't always good either. So it's coming fast in this fall. So watch for those 2 bills, Pavley and Dickinson. You can Google them up and you can read about them. But they're being mushed together.
Could you say those names again real slow?
Pavley, P-A-V-L-E-Y, I forget the numbers, and Dickinson. One's an assembly bill, AB, whatever.
I think if you Google that hard enough, you can.
Yeah, if you do groundwater management plan, state of California, you'll bring them up.
And may I ask a quick question? I just am wondering, when you're saying it's going very quickly, what's driving that speed and what's informing the process? Do you know sort of what the major information that's moving the process forward? Can you clue us in?
That's the scary part. Not a lot of information. It's emotional legislators not letting the crisis go to waste. And that's what ag and a lot of the industries say, hey, wait. If you're making this kind of decision, we need to take some time and you need to understand it before you start making it. They said, no, we don't have time. We need to move now, and we're moving into this session.
So there's nothing in your, it sounds like you're pretty informed about this process. Is there anything in your opinion that could help assist slowing it down and maybe having it reference more
No.
very
No.
well?
It's going,
the locomotive is at full speed. And agriculture and other industries are trying to have influence with our legislators, and it's just not slowing it down. So you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and then you figure out how you're gonna fix it. Every county or group, and I won't go into the detail in it, but it's gonna be an onerous process, and it's gonna cost money.
Are you from this area?
I'm sorry to,
No, that's,
I work with one of the large farming outfits here. I'm their water resources director, so I'm involved with it.
I think that if the growers here are going to have to get together and figure something out, because when you have any kind of county, state, or federal government get involved, you got nothing but problems. Because number one, they're going to want to put meters on everybody's wells, then they're going to want to regulate them more and more.
No, that's already, that's what's being written right now.
And then,
It's already,
before you know it, they're going to be selling you your water, and then after that, it's not your water anymore, then they're going to go after your land.
I'll get those, you guys get your trouble again? Sorry about that.
why don't you come on up here and take it? Gentleman right in the back was, had a question.
The numbers of the bill. Senate Bill 1168 and 1168 and Assembly Bill 1739.
1168 and 17.
And they're being combined.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know if he said 1 feet.
What is the depth that district water basin at, and what is the depth proposed to in the meeting?
Okay, so let's stop there. So I think your question was, how far is it to water in the main zone? And how far is it down to? I think you know the first one. So approximately 600 feet to groundwater in the main zone. The bottom, we're not sure.
Really about 450 to 600.
450 to 600.
Okay, and you draw down,
So that's where the
That is the long term.
okay, and you know what we draw.
Yeah, we know all that.
What
Is
is,
that map?
That was the map that I showed you. It varies with.
and the underwater stratus on top of that, in between.
We have,
Those should not.
we showed 3 hydrogeologic layers of alluvial sediments. That's not deep water. It starts at the land surface and goes down to about 1,000 feet or so. In the main zone.
Okay, well, I'm sensing we're coming to the end. Before people leave, I really want you all to join myself personally in the county in thanking Randy and the USGS. It's an awful lot of work. He spent a lot of time away from his family to be here and do this work for us. And he'll be back on September 9th at the Board of Supervisors. We'll be there again. We'll all hang around here for a minute if you have something else you want to come talk to.
I just have one basic question that wasn't really covered. Is what's the life of the main zone basin if business as usual continues?
That wasn't calculated.
It wasn't calculated, but you know, if you can extrapolate.
But you can see on the one graph the calculated dewater storage
Right.
over the next 60 years of another. And then what we don't really know is how deep and beyond.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, thank you all.